I don't know about you, but my family really misses pizza. And since we've been in quarantine, I've kind of found a crust recipe that works really well. It's my son's favorite meal, and he's been bugging me all day. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna try to make calzones with my pizza crust recipe, and I'm gonna show you how I do it. All right, let's do it. For this pizza crust recipe, you're gonna need 1 package of yeast, or I buy the bigger packs, so that's about 2¼ teaspoons of yeast, 1 teaspoon of white sugar, and 1 cup of warm water, 2½ cups of bread flour, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and 1 teaspoon of salt. So the first thing I did is I got 2¼ teaspoons of yeast in this bowl. All right, and then 1 teaspoon of sugar in there. When I get my water, I'll let the faucet run for a little bit because it does call for warm water, and I know my faucet takes forever to get there. And then I'm just gonna mix this in here. Now I'm gonna let that sit for about 10 minutes and it'll get bubbly, and I'll get my dry ingredients ready. All right, so I have 2½ cups of flour here. I'm just gonna throw a teaspoon of salt in that guy. Looks like my yeast mixture is ready to go. So I'm gonna dump this in here with my 2 tablespoons of oil. And I'm gonna give it a mix. What I'll usually do is I'll start off with a spoon, get it a little mixed up, and then I'll finish with my hands. All right, I'm gonna finish mixing this up here this way because it is the easiest. All right, so I'm gonna let this sit for about 45 minutes to an hour and it'll rise. When it's done, I'll get about 2 calzones from it, or 1 fairly large pizza. Let's see what we got, shall we? Wow, that's way better. That's something we can work with. All right, so I'm gonna take my dough out. I'm gonna cut it in half. I'm gonna roll each one out and make a calzone for my son and myself. All right, I'm gonna transfer this bad boy over. Something else I'll do is I'll take a little melted butter and put some garlic salt or garlic powder in there and brush that on top. I bought these meatless Italian sausages from Aldi, and they were in the bottom of my freezer. I literally had to take everything out of my freezer to find them. I was like, I know I have them, but I don't know where they are. And I wanted to finally try them. And I'm just gonna cut these in half and put them in my calzone. preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Probably do about 15 minutes on these bad boys and we'll check them. Bye-bye. So our calzones are in the oven and I have the kitchen mostly cleaned up. I would say waiting is the hardest part for this. It's in the oven right now, but man, it freaking smells good and I cannot wait. Beautiful. Check those out. All right, I'm gonna cut this bad boy. It's like a Hot Pocket. Since my little guy doesn't eat very much, I'll just put the rest in aluminum foil. I'm going to show you this bad boy because this is the best one. All right, I'm gonna try some of this, see what it's like. Those meatballs are way better than I thought they were gonna be. And with the mushrooms and onions and the pizza sauce in there, just super good. Totally worth the effort. And it wasn't even that much effort. Something to keep in mind when you let your dough rise, try to find a warm place to let that happen. It happens a lot quicker. Other than that, I want to keep enjoying this.
Make sure you subscribe, guys.